Hi, everybody. My name is Maddie Davis, and I'm excited to share with you today a little bit about my honors project. So, I did a scholarly paper about mental health, specifically about alternative treatments for anxiety and depression. So, the reason that I selected this topic for my honors paper is kind of has to do with my personal background. So, my dad suffers from mental illness, and throughout my life, I have watched him struggle with his mental illness and also with lots of different pharmacological side effects affecting his obviously his mood. He was very sedated at times, and he also had some kidney problems due to side effects. So I think this is why I feel so passionately about the mental health field, and my goal someday is to carry this passion throughout my career and become a nurse practitioner. So there were several things that went well and a couple things that didn't go well throughout the course of my project. Um, I would say some things that went well were that I learned a lot. There was so much to learn. I couldn't even fit it all in my paper. There were so many things that I was excited to talk about. And I feel like I really just skimmed the surface on beginning to learn about all the different alternative treatments for mental illness. Something that was difficult throughout my project was communication with my content expert. She had some personal things going on with her life that made communicating a little more difficult, and there were also some different obstacles with the information about neurofeedback. But in the end, it all worked out, and I was really happy with the feedback that I got and the section that I was able to write about neurofeedback. My hope for the long-term impact for my project is that um, a nurse will be able to read my paper and consider a more holistic approach for treatment for mental disorders. I hope that we can see the things that we're doing and continue the things that we're doing, but also, in addition to those things, be more mindful of alternative treatments for mental illness and overall well being for the patient, not just of their mind. I would say the top three things that I have learned as I have gone throughout my honors work was number one, and the most surprising thing was that I actually really, really enjoyed reading scholarly journal articles. Throughout my whole academic career, I have despised reading scholarly journals. They have never made sense, but as I really took the time to focus and pick apart the research, I realized I understood more than I anticipated, and I was excited to learn more about new research. I also learned a lot about gut health. It was really exciting for me to learn about the correlation between gut health and the human microbiome and inflammation and how that can affect mental health. I feel like there is so much more to learn there and something that I hope to continue to learn more about. And I would say the third thing that I learned throughout my project was several family implications of loved ones um, with mental illness. And it's kind of interesting that I never really considered it, although I have lived on the side of a family member for most of my life. But there are substantial impacts to family members who have loved ones with mental illness, and it's something that is important to consider when caring for these patients. And finally, my favorite thing about being a part of the nursing honors program was pushing myself outside my comfort zone. I feel like I learned so much and grew so much and gained a lot of confidence in myself along the way. I also loved being able to learn from my peers' projects. They had some fantastic work that they did, and I feel like I've met some amazing people and instructors throughout this process. So, thank you for listening and for an amazing semester. Congratulations, everybody.